racing fans. Welcome to racing action from Flamboro Downs for this Saturday evening. First dash will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card. And note in race one, scratched is number 7, Brightside Maseo. Race one, scratch 7, Brightside Maseo. Races 2 through 7 have no changes. No changes. Races 2 through 7. Field 4, race 1 on parade. 1 is La Petite Gray. Jay Harris for Francis Guillemette and Michel Letendre. Number 2 is Lola's Sunshine. It is Sammy Filia for Scott McNiven and Bradley McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst and Bradley Douglas. Number 3 is American Land. Stuart Sowerby for Catherine Flanagan and Winters Racing. Number 4 is Place Sears. Scott Calder for Kayla Hendry and Natalie Willett. 5 is Beyond the Hunt. Jason Ryan for Jody Cullen and Paul Sanders. And number 6 is Patty Belt, Steve Byron for Dale Hurd and Antonio Tangretta, and the 7 is scratched. Let's look at this field. We'll start with number 1, La Petite Gray, the small gray, and Jay Harris for Francis Guillemette. This is one that the overall season's record isn't great, and at first glance you kind of look at it and say, Gary, why you got this one on top? Well, the fans like this one as well, 4-5, but this is one that I just think dropped in class last race and raced a lot better at Georgian Downs. It was a good effort until tailing off and late going. Also, this is the bottom condition class. So you're not going to get much in the way of form. None of these are coming in with a great last race. In fact, none of them finished in the top 3 in their last start. And La Petite Gray, I thought, looked very racy. Also, Francis Guillemotte's barn has been on fire this year, winning at about almost around 24% on the year. A large barn and very effective. La Petite Gray, Jay Harris, 4-5. Number 5, Beyond the Hunt, also one with a light record on the year. Makes a first start for Jody Collin, though. Certainly the lines don't look great, but maybe the change in barn, and also has been off since August the 7th. And so Jody has had some time with this horse to work some things out and figure out exactly what they want to do. And Beyond the Hunt and Jason Ryan is one that, well, might be worth a shot. 3-1. Certainly considering the lines, 3-1. But first start Jody Cullen, you got to be aware, especially in this bottom class. Some others. How about number 4, Place Sear? Place Sear was second beaten a length at Mohawk 3 back, and last race was okay. Good 28-1 final quarter at Grand River. Place Sear, Scott Calder, Kayla Hendry, 4-1. And then one more. How about number 2, Lola's Sunshine? Lola's Sunshine was racing well until last race, so did have a couple of good races. At one at Grand River and one at Clinton. Then last race wasn't great, so Lola Sunshine in need of a bounce-back performance. Doesn't have a win on the year. Lola Sunshine, semi-filia for Scott McNiven, 3-1. Fans note in race number 2, we have a single claim. Number 3, Better in Heels. Race 2, claim entered. Number 3, Better in Heels. Gate is rolling for race number 1. La Petite Gray, Lola Sunshine to the inside. In the center, American Land, place here to the outside beyond the Hunt and Patty Belt. Field of 6. Race number 1. Field for the first race, gathering speed, approaching the start. And the field for the first is at the start. And place here leaves with Beyond the Hunt, Lola's Sunshine, La Petite Gray, then Patty Melt and American Land. And the field races on around the turn. La Petite Gray on the inside is going to press on through. La Petite Gray has got the lead in place here is second. Beyond the Hunt is third away now. Then Lola's Sunshine and back to American Land. And then trailing the field is Patty Melt. They race on to the opening quarter. And it is La Petite Gray, who's got the front, leads at a length and a half. Place here is racing second. Beyond the Hunt, Lola's Sunshine. Then it is back to American Land and Patty Bell, 28 and 2 opening quarter. La Petite Gray's got the lead. The advantage is a length and a half right now. Place here is second. Beyond the Hunt is third. Lola's Sunshine's racing position fourth as the field comes off the turn. Then it is back to the trailing pair, American Land and Patty Bell. La Petite Gray leads as they race on past us with place here in the pocket. Then Beyond the Hunt is racing first up. Lola's Sunshine, then American Land and Patty Mel, and they race their way on into the backstretch, 58 and 3 halftime, and La Petite Gray has got the lead. La Petite Gray has a lead of about 3 lengths over place here. Now Lola's Sunshine to the outside is trying to move up and take over third and grab it from Beyond the Hunt. American Land is fifth, and Patty Melt is trailing the field. La Petite Gray, 8 to 5 on the boards, got the lead as they race their way by 3/4, 126 and 1. La Petite Gray. Now that lead is out to about 4.5, and place here is second. Lola's Sunshine third, then Beyond the Hunt, American Land, and Patty Mel. But La Petite Gray continues on, gets a couple of light taps by Jay Harris, and La Petite Gray on down the stretch drive continuing, and place here second. La Petite Gray is going to win. Then second appeared to be Lola's Sunshine over a place here, and then American Land fourth, 155 and 2. The first race payouts: one, La Petite Gray, 550, 230, 242. Lola Sunshine, 250, 230. Four place here, 350. $2 exactor, 1330. Dollar try, 1160. Dollar super, 50.20. 20-cent super, 1004. First race, or for finish from the top: 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6, scratch. That's 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6, scratch. Well done, post parade for the second. One is Phone the Cops, Anthony Hahn from Egg Crone and Kian Hahn. Number 2 is Minutes to Midnight, Stuart Sowerby, drives and trains and owns. Number 3 is Better in Heels, Clay Metter at Austin Surrey for Paul Davies and Nicole Davies. Number 4 is Hamakati, Daryl Cheeson for Jody Cullen, Wayne McCrane, Brady Doyle, and Robert Tilley and Gary Mott. And number 5 is Bargain Bid, Sammy Filia for Francis Gamette and Sonia Jolly. Number 6, Dangerous Curves, Jason Ryan for Rod Boyne and McCann Stables. Number 7, Stilton Gold, Jay Harris for Henry Martin. And number 8 was Sega, Scott Williver last Posen. It's a field of 8 for race number 2, Clay Metter. On number 3, Better in Heels. Well, fans, this number 2, Better in Heels, listed in the front of the program as the most probable winner. Best bet 1 to 9. Well, 1 to 9 is not usually a good bet at all. Better in Heels is one that's got 3 wins. Dominant last time out. Claim entered and gets another try in this bottom class. Dropped into the bottom class at Georgian last race and dominated. Probably going to dominate again. Austin Surrey for Paul Davies, but 1 to 9, tough to take. So maybe we've got to get ourselves an exactor or try. And the exactor, maybe number 7, Stilton Gold. Although not one the other 2 cappers like at all in their top 4, and I like Stilton Gold in here. A couple of runner-up finishes in the past 4 starts. In fact, 3 of the last 4 were top 3 finishes, and also one that drops a level for the start off as second. Now it is an outside post. This one gets off the gate well. Winless on the year, though, but Stilton Gold with those 2 runner-up finishes in the past 4 starts. Stilton Gold and Jay Harris for Harry Martin. My choice to make second. But the fans, well, they definitely don't like this horse. 99 to 1. Right now, Gretzky, Stilton Gold. Others. How about number 5, Bargain Bid? Couple of good races the last 2 starts, and it is Sammy Filia, Francis Gamette. This is one that I anticipated would be the second choice on the board. And right now, of course, with 1 to 9 on the board, the odds are up everywhere because those are the odds to win. And so we're looking at the odds to finish second and third is a totally different story. Bargain Bid is probably the one that would be most favored on exactor tickets. Sammy Filia, Francis Gamette, strong connections, and good recent form, and is one that was second to Better in Heels last time out at Georgian Downs. Bargain Bid 25 to 1. And number 4, Haumak Hottie. Well, Haumak Hottie is one that's got 4 top 3s and 10 starts on the year and was decent last year as a 2-year-old. Also, it is Daryl Cheeson, Jody Cullen, strong connections. And this is one, though, that didn't race well at Grand River last race, but the start just before it was solid. Got off the gate better 2 races back. Maybe that's the plan here for Daryl Cheeson and Hamakati to be up into the action early. Jody Cullen trains, and Hamakati is 35 to 1. But everybody's on number 3, Better in Heels. They've been pumping in the money on number 3, Better in Heels. is rolling for race number 2. It's Phone the Cops, Minutes to Midnight, and Better in Heels on the inside of the center. Hamakati and Bargain Bid to the outside. Dangerous Curve, Stilton Gold, and Wisega. Field of 8, the second dash on a Saturday night at Flamboro Downs. Here they come. Field for the second is at the start of the rough, and Bargain Bid will leave with Dangerous Curves and Better in Heels on the inside. Those the first 3, and right now it is Bargain Bid and Better in Heels. Bargain Bid making a bid for the front and is going to drive on. Bargain Bid is trying to clear to the lead. Leads at a length and a quarter, now a length and a half, and squeezes over to the pylons, and then Better in Heels is popped back out, and Better in Heels is going to reclaim the lead. And Bargain Bid is racing second. Better in Heels 1-9 favorite. Bargain Bid's racing position second. And then Minutes to Midnight third. And Dangerous Curves at fourth. And then fifth is Hamakati. And sixth is Stilton Gold. 27-3 opening quarter. Trailing pair, Phone the Cops and Wisega. And Better in Heels as the field comes off the turn and is better right now by about a length and 3/4 over Bargain Bid. Minutes to Midnight. Then Hamakati. Part of the outer flow. Stilton Gold is moving up on the back of Hamakati. Then it is back to the trailing 3. Dangerous Curves and Phone the Cops and Wisega. 58 halftime off a 27-3 opening quarter. And it is Hamakati who's trying to get the better of Better in Heels. Hamakati, Better in Heels. Hamakati leads at a length, now a length and a quarter, and now leads at a length and a half. And Hamakati, Better in Heels on the inside, is going to fight back though. And Better in Heels is now driving through on the inside and is only about a neck off the lead and getting closer. And they head up to 3/4. Now they're in even terms. Better in Heels and Hamakati on the inside. Better than Heels and Hamakati, and racing third is Bargain Bid. Now Dangerous Curves is advancing on the final curve, and then Stilton Gold and back to Minutes to Midnight. Then Phone the Cops and Wisega. They turn for home. Off 3/4, 127-3. Better in Heels, and Hamakati. A late push up the inside, Minutes to Midnight, but it's going to be Better in Heels to win. Then Hamakati, Minutes to Midnight, and Bargain Bid. 158-2, Better than Heels. There's a look at Better in Heels, the winner. Austin Surrey, the winning drive. Paul Davies trains. Shares in ownership of Nicole Davies. Better in Heels is a 3-year-old better than Center Bay filly. Fourth win on the season. Better in Heels, 158-2. Second race payouts 3 Veteran Heels 210, 220, 210. 4 Halmac Hottie 680, 440. 2 minutes to midnight 350. $2 exactor 1340. Dollar try 34.55. Dollar super 75.20. 20-cent super is 15.04. $2 double of 1 and 3 is 13.10. Fans, the second race claim number 3 Veteran Heels. The new trainer will be Tess Waxman. And the second race order of finish from the top down is a 531-248-67. That's 531-248-67 on the bottom. Fans, notice in race 4, we have a single claim at number 3 All-Star Willow. Race 4, single claim 3 All-Star Willow. Field for race number 3 is on parade. 1 is Red Beach. 1, Jason Ryan for Tim Myers and David Omicelli. Number 2 is Quest Phoenix. Semi-Filia for Dominic Ladew. And number 3 is Live Wire Sealster Mario by Eroja for William McClure. And 4, Sergeant Patricia, Daryl Thiessen for Gabby Sasso and Northwest Racing and Jeffrey Korchesny. And 5, Shadow Secret, Scott Calder for Lyle MacArthur and Frank Grandinetti. Number 6, Wesleyan Hennifer, Anthony Hahn for Meg Cronin, Robert Woodburn and Kian Hahn. And number 7 is Almera, Jay Harris for Les Posen and Kathleen Mazarian. It's field of 7 for race number 3. Let's look at this field for the third 2-year-old pacing fillies, purse of $6,500. And we'll start with number 2, Quest Phoenix and Semi-Filia for Dominic Ladew. And this is a Always Be Mickey filly that is right now 4-1 on the board. You get Semi-Filia, and Dominic Ladew's barn has been really good this year. And this filly, look, obviously last race at Mohawk, 6 beaten, 13 3/4, not great, but 27 3 final quarter, and is one that has had 4 starts. Showed enough speed, I think, to fit better in this spot, getting back away from Mohawk. This is a wide open dash, but I do like this shot in here at this price. Like the connections, and also this is one that maybe can flash a little gate speed. Hasn't flashed much at all, but has a decent spot in here. Always Be Mickey filly that is one of many that could possibly win in a wide open dash. And go with a hot Semi-Filia, 4-1. Number 1, Red Beach 1, was really good at Grand River 2 races ago in 58. Not so good at Mohawk last race. You also see this one racing in 54 4 back 4 races ago at Mohawk, so decent overall speed. Red Beach 1, Jason Ryan for Tim Myers, and is a 1-2 favorite. Number 6, Wesleyan Hanover. Fringe player the last couple races, but at least solid. Back-to-back fourths. The last fourth was better, beaten just 4.5. The one before that, winner kind of got away. Wesleyan Hanover, Anthony Hahn from Egg Crone is 15-1. And number 3, Live Wire Sealster, makes just a second career start. Didn't do a ton last time out, but was only beaten 3.5, and now has that race under her belt. And she did have 2 qualifiers at Grand River to get ready, and gets a better post in this start. Mario by Eroja for William McClure, and he's 7-1. But the fans are on 1, Red Beach 1. I anticipated that one being heavily favored, so I thought I'd take a shot with Quest Phoenix at 4-1. Field for race number 3 turns into the stretch drive, gathering speed, approaching the start. And the field for the third race. At the start of the rough, and Sergeant Patricia, Live Wire Sealster, Shadow Secret, and Westland Hanover. And the field races on into that first turn. And the early advantage, Sergeant Patricia, but Live Wire Sealster, Sergeant Patricia, and Live Wire Sealster as they race their way on down the backstretch. And then Red Beach 1 is racing position to third. Then Shadow Secret and Quest Phoenix, and back to Westland Hanover and Almara. Sergeant Patricia, 21-1, has the lead as they race their way on past that opening quarter. And now making a big move on the outside is Shadow Secret and Scotty Coulter. Shadow Secret's got the lead. Sergeant Patricia is second. Live Wire Sealster third. Then Red Beach 1 and Quest Phoenix, and back to Westland Hanover. Well back Almara. And Shadow Secret and Scotty Coulter at 6-1's got the lead. Sergeant Patricia is trying to stay close right now as they head up towards the half, and it's just a length and a half back. Getting up closer third, Live Wire Sealster. Red Beach 1 now moves to the outside and is being followed by Quest Phoenix right on the back of Red Beach 1, and then Westland Hanover. 59-1 halftime. Shadow Secret leads on down the backstretch. Shadow Secret, Sergeant Patricia. Red Beach 1 is on the outside and is about 2 off the lead. Quest Phoenix is advancing on the back of Red Beach 1, and Red Beach 1 has come on to take over second, trying to get the better of Shadow Secret, whose lead now has been diminished down to just ahead. And now on the outside, Red Beach 1 has taken over from Shadow Secret, and then Quest Phoenix is third. Sergeant Patricia, but Red Beach 1 is getting away now. Red Beach 1 leads by 4. Shadow Secret, Quest Phoenix with a late push, and Westland Hanover. And then Sergeant Patricia and Live Wire Sealster, but it's all Red Beach 1 and Jason Ryan. Red Beach 1 surfing to the finish is going to take this one under wraps. And then for second, it'll be Quest Phoenix. And then third is between Shadow Secret and Sergeant Patricia, 158-2. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 3, one Red Beach 1, Jason Ryan with the winning drive. Red Beach 1's a Chestnut 2-year-old cattle wash filly, owned by David Omicelli. Tim Myers, the trainer. Red Beach 1, victorious, first lifetime win. Mile of 158-2. Third race payouts 1. Red Beach 1, $3, 210, 210. 2 Quest Phoenix, 280, 235. Shadow Secret, 510. $2 Exactor, 550. Dollar Try, 1970. Dollar Super, 7505. 20-cent Super, 1501. The third race, order finish from the top, is a 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 6, 7. That's 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 6, 7 on the bottom. For race 4 on parade 1, Rockford Peach, Sammy Filia for Francis Guimet and Jean Dallaire. And number 2 is Page Rock Scissors, Jason Rye for Michael Pattison. Number 3 is All Star Willow, Scott Calder for Matt Dupuin, Antonia Smith, and Tony Hartz. Number 4 is Wildcat Watching, Steve Byron for Dale Hurd and Wildcat Stables, and Antonio Tangretta. 5 is MVP Kamala, Jay Harris for Ernest Party. Number 6, Honey So Sweet, Daryl Thiessen for Mike Sumner and Shea Sumner. And number 7 is Best Girl in Town, Austin Sorey for Gerard Demers and J.R. Merwa. It's a field of 7 for race number 4. Let's get a look at some of the main players in here. Fillies and Mares claiming the winners under. And, well, we will start with number 1, Rockford Peach, 4-5 betting favorite. Tough outing at Mohawk last race, but only 2 back, was second at Leamington. And although the form is just so-so on this one, look, this is a bottom class, and you get Sammy Filia for Francis Guimet. Very strong connections. Rockford Peach is dropping in class and did beat this class July the 26th. One of the last 2 times that she raced in this class. The other one was at Mohawk that didn't work well, but Rockford Peach, I think, does stand out at this level, 3-5. Number 3, All-Star Willow, is one that has a win last time out. In fact, comes in with 4 consecutive top 3 finishes. Claim in on All-Star Willow, and Scotty Coulter driving. This is one that's got just 2 wins in 24 starts, but All-Star Willow has gate speed, can fire off the gate very well, and certainly coming in off of a win in this class at Georgian and 4 consecutive starts. In fact, look at that one 2 races ago, blasted to the front from post 8, and yet was only beaten half a length. All-Star Willow is the much better value play in here. All-Star Willow is 5-1 on the board, and the claim is in. So at 5-1 versus 4-5, because I think they compare very closely. And All-Star Willow, much better price. Others, number 6, Honey So Sweet. Not sweet on the last couple races, but showed consistently good form before that. Races for a good barn, so there's a good shot that maybe Mike Sumner will get this one turned back around. But certainly the last 2, they weren't good. But Honey So Sweet and Daryl Thiessen, 10-1. And one more, number 7, Best Girl in Town, has been just struggling, and last race was 5th. But now we'll make a first start for Gerard Demers, so a 300-plus barn. Austin Sorey driving. Look, only 2 top 3s in 19 starts on the year. One that made $1,000 a start last year, so maybe the change in scenery can get Best Girl in Town turned back around. Fans are banking on that. That's why this one is bet down to 3-1. Drops a level for this class as well. And first start, Gerard Demers, so getting a lot of attention despite, boy, not having much form at all. 2 top 3s in 19 starts on the season. Gate is rolling for race number 4. Rockford Peach, Page Rock Scissors, and All-Star Willow. On the inside, on the center, Wildcat Watching, an MVP Kamala. To the outside, Honey So Sweet, and Best Girl in Town. It's a field of 7 for race number 4. There at the start of the rough. Best Girl in Town, Rockford Peach, and Wildcat Watching, the first 3 to drive out. Then All-Star Willow, Page Rock Scissors, as the field races around the turn. Second last MVP Kabbalah, Honey So Sweet is straddling the field. Rockford Peach has the lead. Rockford Peach, Best Girl in Town, and racing position the third is Wildcat Watching in front of Page Rock Scissors. Then it is All-Star Willow, MVP Kamala, and Honey So Sweet is last. Rockford Peach leads as they race on up towards that opening quarter. Past the quarter they go in 28 seconds, and racing position second is Best Girl in Town. Then the third, as they race around the turn, Wildcat Watching, Page Rock Scissors, and All-Star Willow. MVP Kamala and Honey So Sweet off a 28 opening quarter. They head up towards the half. Rockford Peach is 1-2 on the board. Best Girl in Town is second. Wildcat Watching, Page Rock Scissors now is first up, giving cover to All-Star Willow. Second over fifth. Then MVP Kamala and Honey So Sweet, 58-1 halftime. Rockford Peach and Sammy Filya, 1-2 on the board. Leads as they race past the half and into the backstretch of 51 and halftime. And they race into the backstretch. Rockford Peach by a length and 3/4, and now by 2 over Best Girl in Town. Then Wildcat Watching to the inside. Page Rock Scissors is moving up on the outside, is taken over third. Wildcat Watching, All-Star Willow, Honey So Sweet, and MVP Kamala. It's still Rockford Peach, and by 3/4, 127, Rockford Peach and Best Girl in Town chipping away, getting a little closer. Rockford Peach and Best Girl in Town have some separation, but Rockford Peach is still game. Rockford Peach as they turn for home. Best Girl in Town, Page Rock Scissors, and Wildcat Watching, and All-Star Willow. Rockford Peach rocks them and takes it by about 2. Best Girl in Town, then Page Rock Scissors and Wildcat Watching. 156 flat. Back in front of us, the winner of race 4, 1 Rockford Peach. 5-year-old So Surreal Bay mare. Sammy Filya, the winning driver. Francis Guimet, the trainer. The owners, Jean Delara and Francis Guimet. And it's the 6th win on the season, 18th lifetime for Rockford Peach. 156 flat. The fourth race payouts: 1 Rockford Peach, $3, 210, 210. 7 Best Girl in Town, 340, 310. 2 Page Rock Scissors, 340. $2 Exactor, 13.10. Dollar Try, 24.70. Dollar Super, 87.70. 20-cent Super, 17.54. Dollar Pick 3, 4.15. Fourth race, Claim 3 All-Star Willow. The new trainer will be Jake Roberts. 3 All-Star Willow trained by Jake Roberts. And the fourth race order finish from the top down: 1, 3, 5, 4, 7, 6, 2. That's 1, 3, 5, 4, 7, 6, 2 on the bottom. done. Post parade for the fifth one. B3PO Austin Surrey for Ken Oliver. Number 2 is Dale Diggity. Sammy Fillion for Gerard Demers and Francois Morin. Number 3 is La Cour de Chapeau. Steve Byron for Mike Rivet and Gary Sullivan. 4 is Full of Personality. Isaac Waxman for Tess Waxman and Eddie Waxman. 5, I Wish I Had a Me. Scott Quill for Tyler Schlappen and Kevin Skilton. Number 7, Waiting on a Woman. Daryl Thiessen for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen. 8 is Watch Me Dance. Stuart Stowrey for Michael Patterson. 'Number 6, Tobin's Wish. Jason Ryan for Robert Jarvis and James Wilson. Field of 8. Race number 5. Let's look at some of the main players in this dash. Fillies and Mares, a straight 8,000 claiming, purse 5,000. And we'll start with number 2, Dell Diggity. Well, the place we have to start. Won 3 in a row at Georgian before trying Mohawk last race, and that was even a decent outing. 4th beaten 3 lengths in 54-4. But Dell Diggity here in this spot, one that's won 25 times since the 1st of January last year, certainly the one to beat. Sammy Filliard, Gerard Demers, strong connections, gate speed, a good post, tons of positives. The only thing that's not positive, the price, 1-2. Number 1, B3PO, back-to-back runner-up finishes in B3PO. Overall, the last 6 starts, only one non-top 3, and that was a 4th. B3PO should be the main threat to Dell Diggity. A much better price, 6-1, so maybe you want to take a shot because B3PO is capable in here and is having a very fine season, 19 out of 28 in the top 3. B3PO from the inside at 6-1 could be a decent value. Number 7, Waiting on a Woman, has won 8 times this year, and one that's been racing at Grand River and been racing okay, although the last couple not as good as before that. So Waiting on a Woman is one that kind of needs to step back forward again. But overall, look, the last 2 seasons has been a strong earner. Races for a strong barn, that of Jody Cullen. Daryl Thiessen drives. Waiting on a Woman is currently on the board at 7-2. And another one to look at is number 4, Full of Personality. And Full of Personality is one that blasts out early. Full of Personality is one that has set the pace in 5 consecutive races, has 8 wins on the year. Last time out of Georgian, though, blasted to the front and tired out badly. But look, sent up by Tess Waxman. Tess has some strong numbers on the year. Isaac driving and Full of Personality. I think he's got a good chance to bounce right back. Raced at Kawartha 2 races ago. Finished a strong second, led a long way. Full of Personality is likely to be full of pace early. This mare is a threat to wire this field at a price of 15-1. I expect this one to bounce back. I think 15-1, certainly worth a shot because it's going to get sent on down the road, I believe. gate is rolling for race number 5, B3PO. Del Diggity and Locura Chapeau on the inside. In the center, full of personality, and I wish I had me. To the outside, Tobin's Wish, Waiting on a Woman, and Watch Me Dance. It's a field of 8 for race number 5. It's post time. And the field for race number 5, gathering speed, approaching the start. They're at the start off and full of personality. Del Diggity, I Wish I Had a Me. Waiting on a Woman on the outside, and on the inside, B3PO. But it is full of personality, and Isaac Waxman blasting to get the lead. Del Diggity second away. B3PO, then Waiting on a Woman to the outside, and Liqueur Chapeau on the inside is racing fourth. Waiting on a Woman is fifth, and sixth is I Wish I Had a Me. Trailing pair Tobin's Wish and Watch Me Dance, and they race on to the opening quarter. Full of personality. It's 17-1, has the lead. Del Diggity at 1-5 is tucked into the pocket. B3PO is racing third. Then Liqueur Chapeau back to Waiting on a Woman, and I Wish I Had a Me. Then it is Tobin's Wish and Watch Me Dance, and the field works their way off the turn, and they come on towards us. Full of personality. Leads for Isaac Waxman as they come off the turn. Full of personality. Del Diggity, B3PO, racing position third, then Locura Chapeau. But right now it is full of personality. Del Diggity popped out of the pocket. It's going to challenge early off a 57-4 halftime, and it is right now full of personality, driving on in the lead. Full of personality, Del Diggity on the outside is trying, and as they race their way on down the backstretch, and it is still right now Isaac Waxman in full of personality. Del Diggity is trying his darndest on the outside as they race their way on towards the three quarters, and driving on the outside, Del Diggity. She is now brought alongside full of personality. Del Diggity, full of personality. B3PO is out 3 wide and racing for his Waiting on a Woman. B3PO out 3 deep, and on the inside it is full of personality. Center of the track is Del Diggity and racing for his Waiting on a Woman. They come on down the stretch drive. Del Diggity's got the late lead. B3PO. Del Diggity is going to win this one. Then Waiting on a Woman, B3PO, and Watch Me Dance, 156-2. Back in front of us is the winner of race number 5. It's number 2, Del Diggity. Sammy Filia on the winning drive. 7-year-old So Surreal Bay Mare by Francois Morin, trained by Gerard Demers. Sammy Filia, winning driver, 11th win on the season, 40th lifetime for Del Diggity. The fifth race payouts to Del Diggity, 260, 210, 210. 7, Wait on a Woman, 320, 230. 1B, 3PO, 210. $2 exactor, 740. Dollar Try, 680. Dollar Super, 35.25. 20-cent Super, 705. 20-cent Pick 5, $3.72. The fifth race, order of finish from the top. 318-675-24. That's 318-675-24 on the bottom. field for the sixth on parade. One Raz and Jazz, Jason Wright for Ashley Lenvoy, Gino Toscani. Number 2, Ladies from Hell, Scott Kohler for Mike Sumner and Shay Sumner. And number 3, Stonebridge Drama, Austin Saray for Jared Mann and Allison Hepburn. And 4 is DA Temptation, Daryl Cheeson for Jody Cullen and Yvonne Mondu. And number 5 is Sweet Cheese, Anthony Hahn for Catherine Cochran and Steve Bastard. And number 6, Charlotte Station, Sammy Filia for Luke Blay and Determination. Field of 6, race number 6. Let's get a look at this field for race number 6. We'll start with number 2, Ladies from Hell. Now, last race at Grand River, Phillies mares preferred 2, just in kind of tough and, well, backed away. But look, the race, still came home in 20-2. It's just that the race was a very tough race with some strong ones in there. And Ladies from Hell kind of got a little bit outclassed, but is one that drops down in class and was racing really well before that last race. Ladies from Hell, I expect a huge bounce-back performance. This is one that I think Scotty Coulter is going to put in play early. Likes to fire off the gate, should be forwardly placed. Races for a sharp barn, that of Mike Sumner. Expect a huge bounce-back performance. Ladies from Hell fits really well in here and was racing very well before that tough outing last time out. Just in kind of snug. Ladies from Hell, 9-2. I anticipate a big bounce back. Number 4, DA Temptation, is one that was second, length and a half last start at Grand River. Good mile of 53-4. And overall, shows good lines all the way down the page in terms of time, going back all the way down to the bottom of the page, June the 18th at Rio Carlton, 52-4. Now, this is one that's been picking up a lot of checks, but only one win on the season. DA Temptation, though, now makes a third start for Jody Cullen. Had been with Guy Gagnon, also a very strong barn. And DA Temptation, Daryl Thiessen for Jody Cullen, and is getting the love at even money. Certainly warrants it. Has the speed to win in here. I just like Ladies from Hell a little bit better. And also, I like the value of Ladies from Hell at 5-1 over the even money DA Temptation. Number 3, Stonebridge Drama, has been mostly a fringe player of late. A bunch of thirds and then 1/4. But Jared Mann has put up a really strong campaign. Stonebridge Drama is a veteran with some back class, and if Austin can trip this horse out, the horse should be ready to fire because Jared sends them ready to go. Stonebridge Drama is 7-1 and is worth taking a look. Is capable enough in here, and if Austin can work out the trip. And then number 6, Charlotte Station, Luke Blay, Sammy Filia, strong connections, and one that last raced at Mohawk in 52-3. You do see this one. The last 2 were miles of 52 and change for Luke Blay. Before that, went to Yonkers for a couple of starts. Charlotte Station, trying things here, moving around. Sammy Filia, Luke Blay, and Charlotte Station is 7-2 on the board. Fans have gone to 4, DA Temptation, but went to 2, Ladies from Hell, 9-2. gate is rolling for race number 6. Razin Jazz and Ladies from Hell on the inside. In the center, Stonebridge Drama, DA Temptation to the outside, Sweet Cheese and Charlotte Station. Field of 6, race number 6. Field for the 6th race is at the start of the rough, and Razin Jazz, Ladies from Hell, DA Temptation, but Razin Jazz is driving out quickly. Ladies from Hell, DA Temptation. DA Temptation on the outside is still pressing. Ladies from Hell with inside advantage, and racing for this Stonebridge Drama. Then Sweet Cheese and Charlotte Station. It right now is Razin Jazz, DA Temptation, still working on the outside, and Ladies from Hell got away third. DA Temptation and Daryl Thiessen, 4 to 5 of the board, is able to come on and get the lead. Razin Jazz at 12 to 1 is second. Ladies from Hell at 5 to 1 is third. Then it is Stonebridge Drama and Sweet Cheese and Charlotte Station, 27 and 2 opening quarter. DA Temptation leads at a length and a half over Razin Jazz as they come off the turn. Ladies from Hell is on the inside third and unhurried, and now on the outside moving up for Anthony Hahn, Sweet Cheese, and now racing forth Ladies from Hell. Then Charlotte Station and Stonebridge Drama. Alpha half of 57 and 1 and a 27 and 2 opening quarter of the field heads their way on up to the 5/8, and it is still DA Temptation, Razin Jazz, and then Sweet Cheese on the outside is about 2 off the lead. Then racing for Charlotte Station, Stonebridge Drama, Ladies from Hell is all the way back to last as they race their way on towards 3/4. DA Temptation leads, and DA Temptation against Sweet Cheese, and DA Temptation 4 to 5 on the board. 1:26 and 2 of the 3/4 time. Sweet Cheese is trying to chip away, and then Razin Jazz and Stonebridge Drama and Charlotte Station in the field reaches for the top of the stretch, and Sweet Cheese on the outside to the inside. DA Temptation down the stretch, proud they come. DA Temptation driving on up the inside. Razin Jazz, DA Temptation sharp to the finish is going to win. Then Sweet Cheese and Razin Jazz and Stonebridge Drama 156 flat. Back in front of us for DA Temptation, Daryl Thiessen with the winning drive. DA Temptation 5-year-old sports writer bay mare, owned by Yvonne Mondu, Jody Collins, the trainer. It's the second win this year for DA Temptation, 13th lifetime. 156 flat. And the payouts for DA Temptation, 360, 250, 230. 5 sweet cheese, 420, 280. 1 brass and jazz, 370. $2 exactor, 38.30. Dollar tribe, 94.25. Dollar super, 193.35. 20-cent super, 38.67. 20-cent pick 4, 248. Sixth race order finished from the top. 3-6-4-1-2-5. That's 3-6-4-1-2-5 at the bottom. for the 7th on parade. 1, Boots and Bling, Steve Byron for Emma Christopher and Joanne Colville. Number 2, isn't easy. Scott Coulter for Robert Pyle for Paul Coulter. Number 3 is DJ All the Way, Jason Ryan for Bill Button and Antonio Tangretta. 4 is Meadowbrook Amy, Jay Harris for Gerard Damaris and Danny Mangai and Sylvain Caron. And number 5, Angry Angel, Daryl Teason for Zachary Harrell. Number 6, Marlene's Legacy, Sammy Filia for Chantel Mitchell and Howard Taylor and Judith Taylor. Number 7, Baby Step Back, Austin Sorry for Jared Mann and Rod Nopes and Charles Gazzola. It is Sonny's Girl, Matt Dupuis for 8th Line Investments. Nine is Espresso Beans, Anthony Hahn for Ron McDonald and Brett McDonald and Brett McLennan and Shen Go. Field of 9, race number 7, final dash. Let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 7, Baby Step Back, 6-5 betting favorite, and one that is sent up by Jared Mann. And this will be the second start for Jared with the Baby Step Back. This is one that had been racing in the Maritimes and racing well. Then missed 27 days before that last start, August the 30th on the Georgian Downs. And so Baby Step Back, I think, is one that now coming back in a shorter rotation, second start for this high percentage barn. Despite post 7, I think Baby Step Back is the one to beat in here. Pretty good last time out. Second, has been the betting favorite in 3 consecutive races and might be 4. 6-5 is the favorite right now. Baby Step Back is getting a lot of love. Others, 9, Espresso Beans, 8-5. If it wasn't for the trailer post, this probably would have been my top one. 7 out of 11 in the top 2 on the year. Now, the last race at Mohawk only finished 5th, but before that was on a nice run. And Espresso Beans, really good. Georgian Downs, August the 12th, 2 starts back, second beaten ahead. In fact, had 5 consecutive top 2 finishes before that last race, finishing 5th. Espresso Beans and Anthony Hahn for Ron McDonald. If Anthony can work out a trip, he's probably got the best horse in here. This filly is 8-5 on the board. Other ones to look at, 6, Marlene's Legacy. Sammy Filia for Chantel Mitchell has a couple of wins and is getting away from Mohawk for they start. The last 2 at Mohawk weren't great, but 3 starts back, 51-3. Had a pretty big back half of 53-3. So went the opening half in 58 and then came home in 53-3. And Marlene's Legacy is definitely one that Sammy Filia might have enough horse here to get turned back around and win at 5-1. And number 4, Meadowbrook Amy, made a break last race at Georgian Downs, but before that did have some good form in 3 starts, had a win in a couple of seconds, then the break last time out. So Meadowbrook Amy, if she stays flat, Jay Harris for Gerard Damaris, could be a player at 16-1, but of course, first order of business, need to not have another X on the dance card. Starters called the field for race number 7. Boots and Bling isn't easy. TJ all the way on the inside. In the center, Meadowbrook Amy and Angry Angel. To the outside, Marlene's Legacy Baby. Step back in Sunny's Girl. And the second tier, Espresso Beans. It's a field of 9 for race number 7. Field for the 7th is at the start of the rough, and Meadowbrook Amy leaves with Baby Step Back. Marlene's Legacy isn't easy. TJ all the way. Then Espresso Beans and Boots and Bling. Angry Angel is second from last, and Sunny's Girl is trailing the field. Meadowbrook Amy has got the lead. Marlene's Legacy on the outside is driving up now. Marlene's Legacy is going to come on and clear to the front. Marlene's Legacy leads Meadowbrook Amy, and then racing position third isn't easy. Baby Step Back is position fourth. TJ all the way. Then Espresso Beans as the field is spread out on around the turn. Then it is back to Boots and Bling and Sunny's Girl as they race their way on around the turn off that 27-3 opening quarter. And the field is spread out. And Marlene's Legacy leads as they race their way off the turn heading up towards us. Marlene's Legacy, Meadowbrook Amy up and driving. Baby Step Back now is moving up and has taken over second and is looking to dial in Marlene's Legacy of a half of 57-1 and an opening quarter of 27-3. Marlene's Legacy and Sammy Filia leads by about a length and a half, but now Baby Step Back is stepping forward rapidly and has come on and is only about a neck back as they race through on towards three quarters. Baby Step Back, Marlene's Legacy to duel. Espresso Beans has come on to take over third and is now bursting onto the scene. Then Boots and Bling, and racing fifth is Meadowbrook Amy. Baby Step Back has got a lead now of about three quarters. 1:25.3 the three-quarter time. Baby Step Back, Marlene's Legacy. Espresso Beans is 3 wide and Boots and Bling is 4 wide, and also coming is Sunny's Girl, and then Meadowbrook Amy on down the stretch where they come. Baby Step Back, Espresso Beans, and out wide is Boots and Bling looking to pull the upset. Boots and Bling is going to roll on by and win it. Then Sunny's Girl, and then it was Baby Step Back and Espresso Beans and TJ all the way. 156-2, Boots and Bling. Coming back in front of us, number 1, Boots and Bling, 4-year-old Better Than Cheddar Bay mare. The winning drive to Stephen Byron. Boots and Bling victorious. 4-year-old Better Than Cheddar Bay mare with Joanne Colville and Emma Christoforou. Emma's also the trainer. First win on the season. 4th lifetime for Boots and Bling. The seventh race, one Boots and Bling, 1090, 580 and 310. 8 Sonny's Girl, 1890, 667. Baby Step Back, 210. $2 exactor, 354.20. Dollar Try, 884.60. A Super High Five carryover into Sunday night. By the way, go Bills. 3,800, 3,103. $2 double of 4 and 1, 78.90. Dollar pick 3, 3 of 3, 36.75. 20-cent pick 3, 3 of 3, 7.35. The seventh race order finish from the top is a 175698324. That's 175698324. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this Saturday evening. Racing resumes tomorrow night. First dash on a Sunday night, 6:25 p.m. 6:25 on a Sunday night. Go Bills. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shanna.